Hello, you're listening to Adam Yurchick, recording for TCGplayer.com. Thank you for joining me for the finals of my Shadowmoor Shadowmoor Eventide Flashback draft on Magic Online. I won the die roll, so I'm going to play first. And I have a lot of confidence going to the finals. My deck has been performing well, and I have a bomb card in Una, Queen of the Fae. But I am expecting to go against a good opponent with a quality deck, probably a green-red or mono-red aggressive deck. That could give me a lot of problems, so we'll have to see what happens. I definitely need to mulligan this, only one land, and I would need to draw multiple lands to do well, so I have to mulligan, but I'll definitely keep this. This is awesome. I have 2 of my 6 planes, but I have a curve of Briarberry Cohort into Fairy Swarm. I'd like to have a 3-drop here if possible, so I don't want the islands, but on the other hand, I do need 4 lands for the Swarm, and I also really just want to cast Una, so I think I'm actually just going to keep that land and just bring me towards Una, and then I just need 1 more plains. One more island, and then I'm on my way to Una when I hit a 6th land. So I'm just going to keep that. Play the Cohort. Probably not going to have a blue creature to make it bigger now, but it will be great with the Fairy Swarm. So my opponent is actually mono white. I already played a mono white deck. Golden Glow Moth. Not sure what to make of that. I'm just going to attack into it and hope he doesn't block and have a trick. No, he just takes 1. Alright, no play and pass. So when he has a card like that, I'm really happy that I just kept a land and went towards Una. As long as he doesn't kill it, I don't know if he can beat it with cards like Golden Glow Moth. Hobgoblin Dragoon. 1/2 flying first strike, so I don't know what he's got going on. Play a Fairy Swarm, make my Cohort a 2/2. I can attack into his Dragoon. Spectral Procession. Okay, so he has lots of flyers. I mean, Procession's insane. It's really good against me. Not going to do anything against Una. So I should sit back on the fence. I'll just cast the Wisps that shouldn't be in my deck and just cycle it and hopefully hit something. I don't. Like a Plume Veil or any creature really would have been insane. Don't hit it, so I'll just pass and happily block his creatures and slam Una and hope it wins the game. That's about all I can do. No attack, so he's got to be setting up a pump or he's not going to get anywhere. Be awesome to save Una until I have Spell Siphon, but if he had something, Siphon probably wouldn't counter it anyway at that point because he has a lot of mana and I don't have that kind of time. I need to slam Una, hopefully make him upset, and just kill him in a couple turns. He'll be milled out. And obviously, me making 1/1s completely dominates his Spectral Procession. And I can't remember everything in the format. Not sure he can kill it. He sent me a message. Well, if that isn't busted, he said. So, attacks me. I could block, but I'll just take it. I could also double block with my other creatures and trade. Doesn't make sense. I'll just take it. Curse of Chains. Yeah, so he's tapping it, but it's not under arrest. It will be using its abilities. No reason to attack. And now Fairy Swarm is going to get huge from Una. 1, 2, 3. So we use Una now so I can chump and then maybe even block with the Fairy if my Una hits hard. Possibly should have actually just left up Spell Siphon mana. That might have just been an insane pun. I'm actually upset. No, who taps out when they have Una? I'm greedy. I'll name white. Completely miss. Woodfall Primus. Like, that's the sort of card that I would need to counter. Just let him hit me. So Una's not going to be super reliable for making creatures. But hopefully he just doesn't punish me with a spell. Should not have tapped down. I should have just taken the damage. It was so unlikely that the squadron was going to get big enough. Luckily he just has Sen's Enlistment, which I think I can beat. More land. Alright. At this point, pretty much have to just tap out with Spell Siphon because he didn't show me anything relevant. And I'm actually in need of some fairies here. And I need to probably mill them out. So I have to just go all in anyway. Yeah, I'm going to just go for it. I don't think the Siphon is going to do anything. I'm just going to go with white again. I have faith. Alright, make 2. Green would have also made 2. Alright, so put my 2/2 on his 1/2. My 5/5. He can hump 3 times. 5/5 on his 1/1, 1/1 on his 1/1, and 1/1 on his 1/1. Just let him pump. Yeah. Take a few damage. Rather just trade off with his tokens. Could put my 5/5 on his creature, but then it'll shrink when my tokens die. I'd rather keep it around and just chump his big creature if I need to. Hungry Spriggan. It's pretty good. Sen's Enlistment. So I just need to survive this turn and he'll be milled out. So Cerulean Wisps is going to show its worth here by untapping Una, which is going to block his Hungry Spriggan. There was also an argument for, because this is going to be the last turn because of my mill potential, could have just Cerulean Wisped on my turn and then drawn or Recumbent Bliss or a Curse and then tapped something down. Maybe that would have been better than making tokens. Whereas now I'm going to draw a card and probably not going to be able to use it unless it's Plume Veil. Nonetheless, he is in bad shape. That Wisps was awesome. That Spriggan was actually somewhat annoying, but it just lost a lot of its luster. And we're just going in with the Una. Not going to keep up a couple mana. We're just trying to mill them out. And I need all the blockers I can get. And I'm just going to name white again. Awesome. I hit big here. So he has that Seed Cradle Witch that I passed. He has Shield of the Oversoul. Alright. So let's possible I should just not block with Una. Actually just going to put this 7/7 on the Spriggan. Chump his big creature, and then just 1/1s all the way. And then my 7/7 will trade with the Spriggan. And this way Una cannot die to pump. And he doesn't have outs, I assume. He couldn't kill Una before, I don't think he's going to kill him now. Alright. Go to his upkeep and remove his library. And there's that golden Glomoth that did literally nothing. Alright. Milla's deck. Even got some fairies. I also got to see his deck. Shield of the Oversoul, some Hobgoblin Dragoons. His deck does not seem super impressive. Patrol Signaler, he has some impressive cards and some good draws, but it seems pretty weak. He's in the finals. I think that I should be able to overpower him, even without Una. Definitely with Una. Looks like he had no outs. This time I don't see a reason to really change up. I like all of my flyers. No, that's not true. The Cerulean Wisps are just not necessary at all. And Parapet Watchers is actually good against him, and Ballynock Cohort is as well. And Safehold Duo is probably better than the Harpoonist. And Safehold Sentry is decent as well. Probably better than the Pili Pella. But I'll bring in 2 planes again. I don't think I want the Ascension this time. And the Noggle Bandit is fine. Though I could try the Ransacker. Or I could... Actually, I'll cut the Bandit for the Harpoonist. Or no, the Hypnotist. No, that'd be awful. The Harpoonist. There we go. Hypnotist is sweet. If I would have been against that red deck. Wimweeder did not get to use, didn't plan on it. This should be good. Alright. Ooh, Talonrend. Saw it for the first time all draft. I'm going to keep this. He mulled. I have some lands and spells. Not a super curve, but I don't think I can mulligan this. White Sickle, nothing too impressive. Curse of Chains, excellent. So this looks like a Talonrend game. Hopefully I can just take over with that card. Hungry Spriggan, no way. Perfect candidate for Curse of Chains. But I think Recumbent Bliss is better for mana efficiency and to just start gaining life. I think against his creatures, the Curse will be practically the same as the Bliss, from what I can remember seeing. Gain life, so his Scuttlemutt can mess with me a little. I do not want to curse that, but I'll play the Duo. And then next turn I will get in with... I'll play the Talonrend and get in with the Duo for 2. I'd love to trade the duo with his flyer, so happily attack. Nope. Correctly takes it. So Blight Sickle gives his creatures Wither. That's actually pretty sweet against Talonrend because then I can't block. I'll get Wither token. I'll get Wither counters, and that would basically ruin my Talonrend. So not happening. Pretty cool. No land though. No threat. So I'll curse. Curse his creature. That'll also pump. My duo. And then rather than play the safe hold, I'm just going to pump the Talonrend 4 times. Get in. Oh. I needed to play that island. I just clicked too fast. I'm upset. Missed damage. It's actually pretty annoying. Still think it's better to pump rather than play the creature though, but maybe it's wrong. Oh. Turn to miss the flyer. Alright. Not so bad. Basically just killed my Curse of Chains. Spectral Procession. Don't like to see that. Alright. So it could have actually saved the Spriggan. Play the duo to pump the other duo. Get in with the Talonrend. He could trade with the duo for all 3 tokens. I'd be ecstatic if he did that. He just chumps. Almost more ecstatic. It's all good. His spirits are good with his equipment, but chumping is not a good idea. I'm just going to keep gaining life with the Bliss. His flyer is going to keep getting better as he gets more lands. My Talonrend can only be a 4/1. But it's awesome that he's on the back foot. So now just 1 token with the Sickle will trade with the Thistledown, even if it's pumped. Recumbent Bliss. So now it's not great to attack with the Talonrend either. I'm just going to Bliss his flyer. Hopefully, he probably has a Woodfall Primus in his hand that's going to be nasty against me. He can regenerate the Tro, so I'll just pass. And I play the Bliss there because 1, if he puts a Sickle on his flyer, he can start dealing me damage, and 2, I wanted to start gaining life. Okay, so that's a card that over time would be nasty, but he's going to have trouble untapping it. There it is. Great Oromancy, what? Huh. So now his creatures of his that I enchanted now have Shroud, so he can't blink them. He does not have a Primus in his hand. So as long as I keep that patrol from attacking, I'll be fine. So it's really just wait until I draw Una, and there it is. So yeah, it's this easy, guys and gals and everyone in between. So yeah, there's a Una. I'll start milling him, and he'll just be dead in a couple turns. That's so sick. This is a format where Una is just a sort of bomb that ends the game, and he's green-white, especially. I should have actually left him 3 islands and not the plains because of the Talonrend. Small mistake. And he concedes, and I win the draft. So that was awesome. Open Una, win the draft. Easy as that. So thank you very much for watching. And please join me for other Flashback drafts and other limited content in the future.